The great thing about Google Classroom is that it's all in one place. So if I send an email or if I email their parents, the likelihood is after about a week they've lost the email. But if I put everything on Google Classroom, it's always there. They know where to go. And when I have the next student who's learning the same piece, it's there for them as well. So I've kind of done the work for myself in advance. And a lot of, because I've been doing a lot of teaching and I've had children at home and lockdown has been quite intense, I've tried to find ways where I can maximize what I'm doing in the lessons. So all of the stuff that I've got on Google Classroom, I've generated all of this material actually during the students' lessons. I'm not actually spending hours and hours on this stuff after the lessons because I don't have all that time to spend. Am I still screen sharing?
This is difficult because it's going from position to position, jumping around, isn't it? So to make it sound really smooth, I think it's difficult. I think you can feel here that you don't have to be very strictly in time. I would tend to kind of phrase around it a little bit. So there's this phrase, I don't know if you've heard the expression technical rubato, meaning that if something's difficult to play, you kind of work the musical phrasing into a way that makes sense with the technical difficulties. And some of the really great guitarists use this a lot more than you would realize necessarily. So I'm thinking of David Russell. He does some really great technical rubato where really he's just making it a little bit easier for himself, and therefore the whole thing flows better. And he manages to make things that are really just him giving himself a little bit of space into a musical experience, which is nice, and a very good skill to have. So this is very difficult to jump from here to here, right? So I would just give it a little bit more time. So
I will repeat it from the start.
And then you can just and actually.
Short term, this is definitely the way to reconnect with your creativity. And actually, during lockdown, my playing has improved because I'm forcing myself to record and put out online. And my students see me play, not just teach. That's very important for the teaching, that they see their teacher performing, not just teaching them. Because we are teaching our kids to take risks, to take the joy and to learn from the risk taking. And that nothing teaches that lesson better than the student seeing their teacher willing to fall down and to take the risks. Because then they see what they need to aim for. And then when they see their fellow students
maybe
doing the same,
instead of thinking of PalMusic as filling holes, more of a support network. You know, we have people on the ground, and we do recognize that, you know, someone there, someone who can be in the classroom whenever possible, someone who can have that human connection is the first point of the teaching role. So, you know, for example, in Nablus, we have quite a few new teachers who I see are with us today,
difference.
So that's amazing.
Than we think. Yeah, I don't know the Arabic word. It's called to exaggerate. Do you know that word? If you exaggerate something in English, if you, I'll look for it. Okay, exaggerate Arabic. Mubalagha. Or it looks like this. See that? Shoo, how do I say it? Mubalagha. Yeah? That's every time we play, we need to do that. So on the violin, it means forte, you play it here, yeah? Piano, you can, in this piece, you can play it here. Already to make that difference. And then you can just have fun. It's easy.
القوس بشغلوب.
Ah.
أنا مش عارفة إيش بفكر كارن يعني لازم أقص عليها عشان يكون كل القوس زي هو مكتوب أو ممكن يسيبها خليه هي تعزف على كيفها.
Okay, she's saying that sometimes she gets through a piece and the bowing is all upside down.
أنت أمل مش أندريما أمل.
And, with Amal.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know whether to really insist on the bowing being correct or just to let her play and get some confidence going.
It's a difficult one. I'm quite strict with the bow, but
مرحبا، أنا اسمي المجدلة وعمري 11 سنة. أنا طالب في معهد إدوارد سعيد للموسيقى وبعزف على آلة الكمان، وأنا مشارك في ورشة العمل مع الأستاذة كارين من بريطانيا، وشكرا أصدقائنا في بريطانيا بالميوزك.
أنا طالبة بمعهد إدوارد سعيد على آلة الكمان. أنا من الطالبات اللي شاركوا في الورشة مع الأستاذة كارين من بريطانيا. كتير كنت مبسوطة بهذه الورشة لأنه علمتني كتير أشياء واستفدت منها كتير، وأخذنا هيك أشياء غير الأشياء الطبيعية اللي إحنا بناخدها بحصص المعهد. وشكرا لأصدقائنا من بريطانيا بالميوزك.
السلام عليكم، اسمي رجب الحداد، عمري 17 سنة. أنا طالب خريج بيانو من معهد إدوارد سعيد. شاركت في ورشة عمل مع الأستاذ ألكسندر من بريطانيا، وحبيت الورشة كتير واستفدت منها وأعطتني مجال أوسع في العزف، وبتمنى لو تستمر الورشة معي ومع باقي الطلاب اللي مشاركين فيها. شكرا أصدقائنا في بريطانيا بالميوزك.
طالبة في معهد إدوارد سعيد المستوى الرابع. بصراحة كنت مشارك واحد من المشاركين في ورشة البيانو، تدريب البيانو مع الأستاذ ألكسندر من بريطانيا، وبصراحة كانت الورشة كتير مفيدة إلي وكانت تجربة يعني لأول مرة بالنسبة إلي. شكرا لكم أصدقائنا من بريطانيا بالميوزك.